Well, hello and welcome to Thrive Thursday for Thursday, April 15th, 2021. That used to bring a shiver to our spine, didn't it? That April 15th thing, but not this year. We've got till May 17th to get our taxes in. So, like I said yesterday on What's Trending, you got a whole nother month to procrastinate. Get that stuff done. Get it done, get out of here, and let's get on down the road. All right. Well, 3, 2, 1 for this week. Pushing yourself, listening, and a simple rule for life and work. Okay, I'm going to back on out of here so you can see a little bit bigger. And I apologize to you folks on the podcast, but we're going to read everything on here. We got 3 ideas, 2 quotes, and 1 question to consider this week. The first idea, a simple rule for life and work. Don't rush, but don't wait. Thoughtful action. Well, that just about says it. Yeah, I want you, don't rush to judgment. Don't rush to anything. Let's have some thoughtful action. So don't rush. Just wait, but don't wait. Just have thoughtful action and get it done the right way. So a great simple rule for life. All right. Second idea: your life is purchased by where you spend your attention. Oh, isn't that true? Everybody said, "Well, this is what I want." Well, what have you been doing? What you've been doing doesn't have anything to do with what you want. So let's get it in line, right? So your life is purchased by where you spend your attention. So be sure that you're focused on what your goals are. It's why we need affirmations. That's why we really need a journal. Keep these things in line so we're on track with what we really want in our life. We want to live a life that's purpose driven, and be sure you are in tune with that purpose. All right. Third idea, the process. Number 1, decide what you want to achieve. Number 2, try different ways of achieving it until you find one that works for you. Number 3, do more of what works and do less of what doesn't. Number 4, don't stop doing it until it stops working. And number 5, repeat. All right. Well, that's worth repeating. Decide what you want to achieve, then try different ways of achieving it until you find one that works for you. Do more of what works, do less of what doesn't. Don't stop doing it until it stops working, and repeat. That is a pretty good process. Very simple, but you know what? We miss simple a lot these days. So let's go back and let's not make it so complicated. We know that different things work for different people in different ways. So achieve it the way that's going to work for you and not other people. So don't keep trying to do more of what doesn't work. Just do more of what does work and less of what doesn't. All right, let's check out a couple of quotes here. The first one is by artificial intelligence researcher Eliza Yudowski on pushing yourself. If you never fail, you're only trying things that are too easy and playing far below your level. If you can't remember any time in the last 6 months when you failed, you aren't trying to do difficult enough things. And that is so true. I mean, this week we're going to be talking about the 7 benefits of adversity. And it is so true. If you're not failing enough, you're not going to be achieving enough. That's the bottom line. You have to fail to make things happen. So get out there. Don't try the easy stuff. Get rid of the easy button. Let's get on some difficult tasks and let's make your dreams come true. That's the only way it's going to happen. So get out there, and if you haven't failed in the last 6 months, you ain't been doing nothing. I'll tell you right now. So get out there and make it happen and get some things rolling in your life. All right, next one is by documentary filmmaker Valerie Kaur on listening. And this is some deep stuff here, so pay attention to this one. It's from her book, See No Stranger. Deep listening is an act of surrender. We risk being changed by what we hear. When I really want to hear another person's story, I try to leave my preconceptions at the door and draw close to their telling. I'm always partially listening to the thoughts in my own head when others are speaking, so I consciously quiet my thoughts and begin to listen with my senses. Empathy is cognitive and emotional. To inhabit another person's view of the world is to fill the world with them. But I also know that it's okay if I don't feel very much for them at all. I just need to feel safe enough to stay curious. The most critical part of listening is asking what is at stake for the other person. I try to understand what matters to them, not what I think matters. Sometimes I start to lose myself in their story. As soon as I notice feeling unmoored, I try to pull myself back into my body like returning home. As Hannah Arendt says, one trains one's imagination to go visiting. When the story is done, we must return to our skin, our own worldview, and notice how we have been changed by our visit. Well, that's one you might want to hit rewind and go through again, or hop up if you're on the podcast, hop up on the YouTube or Facebook and take a look at it. But that's deep stuff there. Well, one trains one's imagination to go visiting. When the story is done, we must return to our own skin, our own worldview, and notice how we have been changed by our visit. So deep listening is indeed an act of surrender. So we need to listen. We got 2 ears and one mouth, right? Let's do what we need to be doing. All right, here's our question for the day. What do I keep coming back to, and what is that telling me? I know you have those things in your life where you're like, man, here we go again, right? Well, what's that telling you? I mean, what do you keep coming back to? And that is especially in your goals and your dreams and things. Where are those going? I mean, you keep coming back to some things. And a lot of times in our dreams, affirmations and things, we're looking at what other people are getting or what other people are wanting, and we try and mock those things. And it's never bad to steal from people things. It really isn't. Ideas and knowledge and things. I don't mean theft as in larceny. I mean intelligent type stuff and just emotional things. But if you don't have a great affirmation, you can steal one till you get one. But dadgummit, you want to, on all your goals and dreams, you want them to be yours. And that's why we want you to go through, like the 5 days of you and 84 days and deep dive with destiny, because we want you to be able to go in and dig deep in yourself into your own core and find out really what your own values are and what your own destiny is and what you want your daily pursuits to be. So what do you keep coming back to, and what is that telling me? That's just those 2 good questions for you to ponder for the rest of the week, and maybe over the weekend. Grab you a quiet space and write those 2 questions down. Get a piece of paper. And at the top of the page, what do I keep coming back to? And about halfway down the page, put what is that telling me? Get that figured out for you this week. All right. Well, that's it for me with Thrive Thursday. I hope you have had a great week. You got a little bit of time to get things rolling. If you haven't yet this week, haven't got all your goals met or your objectives made. Of course, if you don't get them done, by this week, hopefully the wall isn't going to fall down on you. The skies aren't going to fall, and you'll have a Monday to get started over again. But do the best you can do. We always want to be the best we can be when we're out there. So get it done, and I will see you tomorrow for Finish Strong Friday, and maybe we can get a pump up going and get you through it. All right, we'll talk to you later. Have a great day, and always keep moving in the direction of your dreams.